I recently climbed up a mountain, and when I was climbing up the mountain, it made me realize how similar the mountain and the concept of life is. And basically, how you can get to the start of the mountain or be at the beginning of it, and you can look up at the top, and you can get overwhelmed by all of the mountain that needs to be covered in order to get to the top. So the distance that you need to take, or the action, or the steps, or the blood, sweat, and tears, etc., to get to the top of the mountain, you can allow that to consume you, and you can get frustrated with that or overwhelmed with that feeling. Or you can look at the top of the mountain and accept the distance that it will take to get to the top. But instead of focusing at the top and getting anxiety or overwhelmed by the feeling, you just focus on the rock in front of you. And that's how I was able to hike my first mountain, by just focusing on the steps in front of me. And I noticed there was people, some that will start later, some will start before you, some will start the same level as you or the same time as you. And no matter what someone else's path is or was, you still have to just focus on the rock in front of you. And if you focus on that, you will be able to climb to the top. Because there's just different groups of people. I mean, there's so many more groups of people in between, but they're the people who get overwhelmed by the feeling of the mountain. And then there are people who can see the end point, but they still decide, rock by rock, step by step, mile by mile, if they just focus on that, next thing you know, you're at the top of the mountain. And what I'm trying to say is consistency. Just one, kick at a time, one step at a time, one day at a time. Because then before you know it, you've went a great distance. So all I have to say is one rock at a time.